outro. What's up, guys? I haven't uploaded to the channel in forever, but I've been playing this game that I'm obsessed with called the Crew Motorfest, and this was a really fun summit. So I figured, I've already got my scores locked in, as you can see, but I figured I would upload a video of me doing all the races at least one more time. I'm not going to worry about the feats at the bottom before the summit ends in 2 hours. And I figured I'd show my buddy, Jared here, who is not the greatest Crew fan, but is interested in watching people play. So, how you doing, bud?
I'm here. I'm dealing with a 2-year-old whiny butt.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm not. The game itself is a phenomenal game. It's really well put together and has the potential to be a really fun game, especially if you enjoy the arcade style racing. I am personally more of a sim racer, and so I guess you could call it legal cheating that's in the game. Um, it just frustrates me to no end, and I won't say don't have a lot of patience, but for stuff like that, I don't.
I
So,
understand. It's frustrating, and you hop on every once in a while and do a race or so with me, so that's nice of you to do. But it's fine. It's not for everyone. There's a lot of people actually that don't like this game, and there's a lot of discourse from longtime Crew fans. I've never been a big fan of the Crew series until this game came up, and now it's the only thing I ever do. So I get it.
I will say
It's not for some people.
out of the crew games, this is, in my opinion, the best one, just because of the variety and the graphics and the different things you can do. Yeah, I know you can do a lot in the other ones, but this one just seems to really have it put together, especially if you're a car person and you like the detailed
Oh
customizations of
yeah.
cars.
Oh yeah. It's fun to collect cars. It's fun to get rewards. A lot of replayability. But here we go
But
for
it's
the first race, by the way, with the BMW M3 Aerokonig edition.
it's pretty. It's a nice car.
It is a very fun little car to ride. This is actually one of the cars I was telling you about that does pretty good at grand races. For those not in the know, grand races are uh, 28 up to 28 people racing at once through 3 different phases of racing.
Now, I will say, the few times I have played, the grand races are really fun. As long as you are doing the best you can, do not expect to win.
No.
'Cause that ain't gonna happen unless you're just all of a sudden really good. But doing the best you can, you're gonna get something out of it no matter what.
Oh, for sure.
So those are more, do it just to have fun with the race. Don't try to win. I mean, try to win, but don't expect it. The summits are the ones that he like what he's doing that frustrate me to no end, because you have to really, what's it called? You staying in the meta.
Yeah,
you have to keep.
Well, no, meta is within the grand races, but what you got to do is being in first place does not matter. Getting the best time is what matters. So you could be doing really great and be like, "Oh, I beat the AI. I did," and you're not even close to the time you need to
Right.
stay in platinum. And this is what leads to your biggest frustration. Is there's lots of shortcuts that people take, from respawning to taking huge entire chunks of the track out of the equation just to get the best time. Which, yeah, there's a strategy to that, but if you're a race purist and you really struggle with the idea of an arcade racer where you can do just crazy shit, it can be frustrating, especially since some of these shortcuts are very complex.
Which I'm sure we'll see a few shortcuts shortly.
I actually
in the next few races.
I actually missed a shortcut earlier, since because I was talking to you. But there's one where you have to drive straight into the flag and then hit reset.
Yeah, those reset ones are like, what in the heck, man? Unless you know to do that, you're not gonna think to do that. That's the weird part, but
yeah.
But like I said, for games like this, if people who really enjoy this kind of game and are on YouTube all the time, doing research on it, trying to find the best tricks and stuff, hey, that's how you find out. That's how you get good at it, if you got the time to do it.
Yeah.
So like I said, the game itself, phenomenal, but I just don't have time to do all that research.
Yeah, I watch a lot of videos, including shout out to Militia Gaming Militia Gaming Community. He with Trigger MGC. I watch all of his videos every summit, and he's really good at helping me learn what cars are meta, what cars to use in certain summits, and what have you. So
Yeah. Well, it seems like this BMW handles really well.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Like,
It's a really good car. It is a really good car.
I dog on BMWs sometimes just because they're kind of funny looking, but
Now
they
I
are
did
handleable.
I did not beat my time, but that's fine. I'm just doing the races for fun. As you can see, my top score is 104. I try to aim for about over 100,000 with each score, and that almost guarantees me a platinum if I can do that in every race.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to move on to the next race, which will be the BMW M8 Performance Edition. This thing is a literal weapon. A literal weapon. So what we're doing right now is
Oh
swapping
wow.
out perf parts. Oh, that's not it. What we're doing
I
right
said that
now,
looks like something straight from Tron.
yeah, that would be the what is that? The i8 Roadster Stellar Edition. It's poopy. This thing though, this thing is an absolute weapon. The M8 Performance Edition. So what I'm doing right now is swapping my perf parts around so I have as much NOS as I can get to make the car as powerful as possible. As you'll
Yeah.
see, Jared, when this thing starts moving, it is a weapon. I use this in grand races now. It's such a fun car.
Now, for the people who may not know, because I know we've talked about it a little bit earlier, how would you acquire this car?
So I had to purchase it. Now they did run an event with Twitch where you could earn the car by watching a stream of theirs for a certain amount of time. But I purchased this. This was one I actually purchased so I could do the summit.
So this wasn't one of those, like, when you say purchase, like with real money or with game currency?
Oh, game currency. I purchased it with game currency. It wasn't technically part of the bundle. The one that was part of the summit bundle, because there are summit bundles which give you the cars you need to complete the summit. The one that was in the summit bundle was the just regular version of the M8. But I got this because it was recommended to me by Militia Gaming Community to use this, and it performs a lot better. And since it's technically the same car but just a different version, it counts. And as you can see, it drives so well. I mean, look at this thing. Look at this thing just move.
Classic BMW stripes in the backlight.
Oh, yeah. But as you can see, this summit really isn't that complex. It's pretty straightforward. Ooh. And this car, oh my god. I highly recommend this car. I don't know if it's meta currently, because it just got released a couple weeks ago, but it is definitely up there. See the way it just handled that S-bend? Oh my goodness. Oh, what were you saying about all the cars?
I was saying, like, out of all the cars to be a high performance BMW.
I mean, BMW is prestigious in the way of like race cars.
Well, I mean, yeah, their M3 and M4s are pretty good, but like that's really it.
Well, and any of their
Unless you count Herbie.
Herbie's a Volkswagen.
I know, but I was saying, as far as performance cars, that's all they got is the M3 and M4, really.
Well, they have the M2, the M8, the M5. They've had several different, the XM.
Yeah, I forgot about the 5.
They have had several different M cars throughout their legacy. and the M Division is just, they're absolute weapons. It sucks when they break, but when they are working, they are absolute weapons.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
If they break, that's it.
So old score was 119. This one was 111, which is still a really good score. All right, moving on to the next one. So that's my regular M8 competition coupe, which is not bad.
So why don't you keep this one black instead of painting it red like everything else?
Well, this is what this one is it has this special livery that's unique to it. So, oh, he's getting a phone call.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it on mute for a second.
Alrighty, keep watching though. Well, while Jared is doing that, I'm gonna keep running this race. Yeah, I like this game. It's a fun little game. It keeps me coming back for more. They keep updating it with lots of good stuff. Shout out to my daughter in the background for yelling and screaming. She's having a good time. Guys, try to run around. if y'all could, in the room, please. I am recording a video. Emily. Whoa, that's new. That's new.
Last time I checked, that's not how you do that.
My back end just tapped that, and she lost control, and that has never happened in this race before. But we're gonna keep going because I've already secured times anyway.
Yeah, just go ahead and do the barrel roll and see what you can get with it. Well, I wouldn't say a full barrel roll, but close.
Well, I guess I wanted an entertaining video, so here we go. That was insane. It's not the first time I rolled a car midair in this game.
I've rolled plenty of cars. And wrecked into very weird walls that I'm like, I don't even know how I managed to get over here.
So, while we're talking about the game, the graphics. We haven't discussed the graphics.
Oh yeah, I love the graphics. I mean, are they, GT7 level graphics? No. But I
still think it's a very beautiful game.
It's still a very beautiful game. Yeah, no, it's but for what it is, it's an arcade racer that has very detailed Hawaii style graphics. So I don't know how accurate the maps are to the Hawaiian landscape, but I think you've told me before it's pretty close.
Oh god.
That is a building.
I don't know what happened.
And it's time to go shopping.
I'm just having fun at this point. We're gonna redo this race.
Because there was a couple of problems that happened.
Fuck it. I mean, you were or you were on the phone for half the race anyway. Screw it.
I was still watching it.
I know. All right, and now we've seen what I don't know. I got tunnel vision at some point, and I was like, I'm going straight.
This is how you don't do the race. Now let's see how you do the race.
I don't even know what happened that time. But yeah, no, it's very beautiful. It's not as pretty as like the modern Need for Speed games or like you said GT7, but it is still incredibly detailed. You know,
It's still very detailed, especially, like I said, you have the Hawaiian landscape, which is a lot of trees, a lot of water, which we haven't really got a look at that yet, but...
well, I was talking about, me being a car person, I was talking about the cars. You know, you can see the throttle bodies.
I'm thinking the whole game, so...
You can see the throttle bodies move when you've got a supercharger. You can see the... You know, the details in the lights. You can see the fans move. You can see the exhaust. You know, it's great. You know, if you have a turbo sticking out of the hood, you can see the fan on the turbo stick.
Go get it.
You know, very, very detailed game.
Yeah, now with the cars, for sure, they put most of their effort into the cars. You can tell. I mean, it's a racing game. Why wouldn't they?
Oh yeah.
The cars are phenomenally detailed. Now, I will say there are some cars in here that, I mean, like GT7, we look at it and we go, why is this car in here? This makes no sense. But I guess it's just to, you know, appease the car culture and give that variety.
Yeah, there are some cars I'm like, why isn't it in here? Like, I think it's weird that Subaru is not in this game.
That might have been a licensing issue.
It usually is. Did that jump a lot better, by the way, like way better.
But, you know, like one of the cars, even though the car in real life is garbage, I'm guessing they only put it in here because of its iconicness, and that's the DeLorean. I love the car, but I love it because of the movie. The car itself sucks.
Yeah.
So, why in the hell is it in this?
I don't know if you LS swap a DeLorean, you have quite the weapon on you, and you don't even realize it.
I guess. I mean, they look cool. They're just not functional.
Ooh, what? I don't know what happened. We're good.
The gold wing doors leak a lot. They're, because of the stainless steel body, they're heavy. And, you know, unless you do that, you have to do the swap. Otherwise, it is just an awful car.
Yeah, no, the stock engine ain't shit on that, but I don't even own a DeLorean in this game, unfortunately. Oh, here we go.
Like, I have one, but like I said, I rarely used it.
It
like
is not meta at all.
Like I said, I think it's just for that nostalgia, the iconicness of it.
Woo! There we go, much better. Okay, I got a 309. I don't think that beats my score. It does not, but that's fine. I lost my control, I lost the back end a little bit back there. But again, I'm good. I'm sitting in plat. I did not mean to restart that. I'm sitting in plat. So I'm good. I am
so you
good.
gonna do it again now, or you just
No, I'm gonna back out. Boop. Abort. So yeah, no, I mean I'm still sitting quite comfortably in plat. This thing ends in 2 hours. I'm good. All right, so now we're gonna go to this, and we're going to use the M3 Earl Koenig edition again. Okay, let's see. Put that over to the Earl Koenig. Boop. All right. That Beehive edition, by the way, is awful. It looks cool. It's a very cool looking car. It handles like poopy doo-doo.
And that stinks.
So I have an engine pack on this. This is my Earl Koenig edition. The other one was loaned. I have an engine pack on this called Hoon It Up, which gives it a blow-off valve and pops and crackles. Oh, and I love it.
There was a car leaving work today. It was way after you left, and the whole time it was leaving, that's all it sounded like a machine gun going off. From the time it pulled out of the parking lot all the way down the stretch of road to the highway. It was.
I am jealous. I want pops and bangs on my car so bad.
It sounded like a damn machine gun, and of course it was really deceiving because I couldn't see what car it was behind the damn Cybertruck.
Oh, you were behind the Cybertruck,
Well,
damn.
no, I was walking. I was walking to the parking lot, but
Oh,
all I
okay.
seen was the Cybertruck, and all I could hear was the popping, but I couldn't pinpoint what car was doing it.
I really want to have that. Sad story. I bought a tune for my car years ago, and I spent 1,200 bucks on that thing, and they absolutely sent me two bricked ECUs. Don't recommend lap 3 tuning at all. But I was supposed to have 245 horsepower tune on top of my bolt-on mods. So my car is already 245 horsepower with bolt-ons alone. So add, the additional tune. The tune without bolt-ons gives you 244 horsepower. So I probably would have been sitting at about 300 horsepower. And pops and bangs. But the ECU didn't work, and they fucked me over.
You couldn't sell it or anything.
No, because it was meant. Well, one, it was bricked, meaning it wasn't going to work for anybody's car, but it could only pair if I if it did work, it would have worked with my car, and if it would have only been able to pair to my car. So
So it like yours specifically.
yes. But yeah, no, they bricked it and it doesn't work at all. Like, period.
Now for the car ignorant, what does that mean?
It's what specifically? Brick, tune?
Yeah, bricked. What is
Oh, bricked. Bricked means that the ECU, or the electronic control unit, or the computer for the car, was a brick, essentially. Whatever they did to it when they tried to tune it just made it a useless hunk of metal. It could not connect to the car. The car wouldn't even turn on. Yeah, they completely bricked two ECUs. So I should have.
basically made it useful as a brick, and that's it.
Yep.
Got it. Common sense, but you never know.
Yeah. So it sucks. I never got my money back, and that's just $1,200 down the fucking drain, which sucks. But this was years ago. I've kind of recovered from it since. But next time I get a tune, which it's gonna take me forever to save about $1,200. But next time I get a tune, it's gonna be from a different company, more than likely Torque Motorsports. Ooh. Oh, this thing handles so well. Like, it's really good in the Grand Race too. But it's just a light, small, nimble car that I can just throw around. So, having seen these races, what do you think so far?
So far, they look simple enough.
Very simple.
Major shortcuts or ridiculous things you have to do. So. Which is rare.
Oh, that was so close to my actual best time. That's crazy. Oh, I didn't mean to press that button. God damn it.
This is one of those games where it's rare to get a normal race.
Yeah, you are correct. A lot of races have
They're
something
all gimmicky.
Yeah, they have a gimmick about them, or a trick up their sleeve. But yeah, this one isn't
Getting
like
just a simple standard, even if it's a long race, just a track race. Good luck.
Yeah. All right,
They're fun when you get them, but which I mean, like I said, that's the style of the game. It's supposed to be ridiculous, over the top, and arcadey, like the old racing games you would get at the arcades.
Yeah.
So.
To a lesser extent, yes.
Yeah, those were real ridiculous, but
I still remember cruising Exotica. All right, so the BMW i8 Stellar Edition. This is the one you were kind of eyeballing. You kind of liked.
it looked cool.
In real life, these cars are garbage. They're a 3-cylinder hybrid that makes about just over 300 horsepower, but they look like a supercar. So, yeah, it's kind of silly.
Yeah, now that is one thing I'll now that it pops in my mind is yes, hybrid will give you that immediate power because of the hybrid batteries, but it holds back from the overall torque, or not the torque, but the long range power. Gives you the torque but no power long range. So I don't see how a hybrid would be a good racing vehicle.
Well, we've come a long way since the i8 was first made. Give me a second, I'm doing a shortcut. When the i8 first made, we were still kind of figuring out how to do hybridism for power. Now we've come a long way. The Ferrari SF90 Stradale is a flat plane V8 or flat plane crank V8 paired to a with twin turbos, paired to a electric motor that makes almost 1,000 horsepower to the wheels, and it's quite good. It is quite good. So the new Revuelto is also a V10 or a V12 connected to a hybrid powertrain that makes over 1,000 horsepower. So we've gotten there. It just wasn't there when the i8 was created.
Now I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard, especially when I worked for the dealership, that Toyota was really the first company to perfect the hybrid technology, and from there, all the other companies went, okay, I like that, let's do that.
I'm not 100% sure on that, but obviously one of the most well-known hybrid vehicles in the world is the Toyota Prius. And that was the, if not the first, the most mainstream. But the Prius is not a sports car, by any stretch of the imagination. But there's two ways of doing hybrid. There's hybrid for fuel, for MPG, and hybrid for power. And a lot of sports cars are doing hybrid for power now, because if you pair an electric motor to the front wheels and then you send a gas engine power to the back wheels and combine them together, you're going to get an all-wheel drive system and power like you just wouldn't believe if you know what you're doing.
Right. It's funny how this kind of turned out, how it went from, oh, let's just discuss the game, to just car talk.
I mean, yeah. I figured that would be the case.
No complaints.
Ooh, I don't know what I just did.
Wow. Don't you hate it when that happens, when you're right there, and then all of a sudden it's just, nope, you're not allowed to finish.
Like I said, I'm just doing this for fun. Have the chance to kind of do a video where I'm chatting with you, doing a race, and still making over 100,000 points.
And not hear me be pissy the whole time?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah. You're much less upset when you're not losing. Okay, this car.
Look, I ain't gonna say I'm a sore loser, because I have lost many a games, but I like to at least get close. The most I've got in here once was second place.
Alright, so this car looks so cool. Is dog shit. Is actually legitimately dog shit. Yeah.
Why are you using it?
Because that's what you have to use it in this race.
Oh, that sucks.
You're about to see this car slide everywhere.
Oh, it's a slippery little one.
Very. And this is after I've tuned it.
Now, is it... What type of car is it?
It is an M...
No, I mean, like, is it a drift car? Is it a street tier 2?
No, this is street tier 1. Street tier 1. It just does not like staying on the road.
I know that feeling.
You would hate this. This would be the race that would get you to be like, you know what, screw the summit. Because there's always one. I've noticed that with you. Like, even if there's a bunch of good races and you're like, all right, I'm doing it, there's always one race where you're just like, nah, I can't do it. I can't do it.
It'd be that way sometimes.
I don't blame you. This race is, you know, the track itself is fine. It's just the car. See, look, I did not ask it to go out like that. It's a beautiful car. It just drives like dog poop. Like shit like that.
That would look more like a user error.
It's I'm trying to think of the term. When it understeers real bad.
Oh yeah.
It
Okay,
understeers.
that one I've seen.
Yeah, it understeers, and then when it starts to understeer, then the back end goes out, and now you're sliding sideways. And it's not a drift car. It's not supposed to do that. But here, I'll show you. Oh yeah, it does not want to turn. It does not want to turn. There's a perfectly good U-bend, and it just...
Now, is that the car or the tires, maybe? I mean, obviously it's the programming, but...
It's the car. It's, you know, because I've tuned it. No, and it doesn't brake very well either.
It doesn't look... Well, I mean, the ass end looks kind of heavy, but... It doesn't look like it's that heavy of a car to have a hard time stopping.
It just does not... It is not a good car. It is not a good car. This is the exact opposite of meta. Whatever the exact opposite of meta is, that's what this fucking piece of shit is. I'm sorry, YouTube, but it is what it is. Oh.
Yeah, I was trying to keep the language pretty docile, but it's your channel. It's not like we're trying to make money.
No, not on this channel. Alright, here we go. Also, peep under the front, and you'll see that it has a light bar under the front splitter.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. That's not something I added. That's part of the car. Weird. And so, yeah, there's that. And I somehow...
I mean, even looks-wise, it's okay. The honeycomb looks cool, but those tires are kind of funky.
Oh, I added the tires.
Oh.
And I'll show you the escape since you were asking about it. Because it's fucking funny. Alright, so here's what you gotta do for the escape. Hopefully I can get it in the first try.
Just jip the system on that one.
Please excuse my daughter, she is 3 and throwing a fit. And as you can see, since it was programmed for a boat, and I'm in a 110 I can just go and... Woo.
Not like it's going to catch up with you.
No. Eventually it will.
When you stop. Or if you get going back towards it.
Or if I get... yeah. It gets faster over time. See, it's starting to catch up now. And see, my score won't change because that's the max number. See, so 2 different numbers, still the same score.
So this is one of those, like, unless you know, you won't know to change into a car.
Yeah, no, you would have no idea. And because I watch the videos I watch, I know. So now, to wrap the video up, I got to show you this car because I know for a fact
Oh,
you're
that
gonna,
Charger.
yeah, you're gonna love this thing. So my boy here likes old school Chargers specifically, and his favorite colors is like purple, black, and gold. So there's a vehicle in here that I think he's just absolutely gonna fall in love with. If I don't get a like absolutely
You might
all,
get a. That's nice.
I'm hoping for an all reaction. We're gonna tap into that little part of you because I really hope you like this car as much as I think you're
Alright.
gonna like it.
I'll give you some kind of outlandish nonsense.
It just like don't fake
If
it,
you
but
ever
like
find it,
yeah, an exaggeration. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Boom.
Oh my god, you're so sexy.
But
yeah, it looks kind of groovy at the bottom there.
yeah, that's the gold Dominion underglow. But yeah, the gold wheels, the gold trim. You know, it's a.
It
The,
looks like the American version of Austin Powers' vehicle.
I guess. But is that a yes for you or no or eh?
I mean, it's definitely a nice looking vehicle. I don't like the lighting under it. Like
That's
I
an
said, that's
option. That's not a requirement, but that is a.
okay. Like everything else, uh, rims are a little bit big for my taste, but I get where they're going with it. But everything else, yeah, for sure.
I was hoping you would like it, and you can change the rims, like if
Like I
you
like the
wanted to.
color, but just the size. I've never
If
been
you
one for big
I
rims
if you
on a
wanted to,
muscle car.
you could pick the aftermarket rims, change them gold, and make them smaller. But
Yeah,
the stock rims are what they are. So
yeah. I've just never been like this is what 22s probably. I've never been big on that on a muscle car.
and gold smoke, gold nitro, and I could do this if I wanted to,
Yeah, you're still looking at disco. but
or you could just take it off if you really wanted to. So that's what it looks like with it off.
yeah, I mean, I know it's kind of plain Jane and boring, but it's just like, I mean, let's see, what year is that one anyway? I can't even.
1979, I believe,
So I mean, having
or
the kind of
69, 1969.
so I mean the lights, match the time frame. So yeah, that's nice.
We'll give it a nice little drive.
Yeah, you said it did pretty good for what it is.
We'll do some corners up here, and you'll see how it handles.
Handles like a Charger.
A little bit better than you would expect. The gold smoke is kind of cool. Sounds really good too.
Now you said this is one of those. It's a Summit vehicle, right?
Yeah, so I won this in a Summit.
And that's the only way you get it is if you win in the Summit,
Yeah.
which you can't even do now.
No, yeah, it's done and over with, so. You see, I'm handling it. It's so quick how quickly it accepts. You see how much speed it built up? Oh!
Until you hit that taxi.
All right, but hang on. Let's do dead stop, right? Okay. Okay. Like it's already going over 60. There's something over here. I see it.
To your left.
I know. Oh, does not do dirt very well. There it is. You gonna let me pick it up or no? Oh. My mailbox is full. Hang on. Profile. Driver. 2. There we go. Yeah. So anyway, that is our video. Me goofing around in the summit a little bit, having one last little bit of race, doing awful in them, but that's okay because I already did pretty good. So now that we've had that, any thoughts on this week's summit, Jared?
Other than that last one, it looked pretty manageable. I mean, still not my thing, but
Yeah.
whoa,
That was somebody having fun.
yeah, I'll say. But I mean, like I said, just chilling back, watching. I'm fine with that.
Well, alright.
Having some commentary while you're doing it. That's always fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
It's like a little podcast while playing crew.
Yeah! Help me clear some thoughts out, and I don't want to do an escape. There we go. Well, with that, I will go ahead and sign off. And
Yep, I'm gonna get me some supper started.
He's gonna eat. I'm going to chill with my family, and y'all, I'm in the corn now. Y'all have a wonderful day.
Children of the corn.
Yeah.
Alright, catch you later.